Here are the top 5 worst kind of GMs. Previously on Dragon Ball Ball, I made a video talking about the 2 types of GMs, but in this one, we're going to talk about some of the worst in those 2 categories. The homebrewer is a GM with good intentions, but a maddening execution. They are filled with passion and creativity. They want to implement their own fun changes into the game that you're playing, which sounds great. But it's less great when they go so far into their homebrew ideas that it makes playing this game bafflingly complex or just a weirdly amalgamated experience. What if it was Pathfinder, except I change how all of the classes work in the worst way? What if every D&D magic class was like the wizard and you get spells when you find them? What if that's the only way that you get spells, and the GM doesn't put them anywhere? I just want to cast grease, please! The simp is a GM who invites their significant other to play. Fun, and then proceeds to stop caring about everyone else. It's the middle of combat, everyone's guts, blood and teeth are sprayed across the floor like butter. Meanwhile, their little kitten is wondering why the enemies are ignoring them. And the rest of you just sit there feeling like NPCs as the main character is being favoured, which is especially annoying if the significant other isn't even that into the game. And it's even worse if they use dice games to flirt at the table. Detect Virgin, L-Raise, no maidens, no fireballs, -5 charisma. The Punisher, not the guy from the comics, is an unnecessarily harsh GM who goes to insane and brutal lengths to achieve a goal. They'll break the rules in half to enact vengeance upon players and throw far too deadly encounters at players for petty reasons. A room filled with 37 CR8 assassins because a level 5 player character dare mess with their cool thieves guild? Sounds reasonable. What about a GM who makes scenarios where you're tricked into doing something bad without you knowing, and then you're branded as an asshole for the rest of the game? It's not a plot twist if you lie about every detail. And very similar to that, we have the Conductor. The conductor of what? Well, this train, of course, on this railroad! I also like to call them the scene kid or the fat controller if I'm feeling especially mean, because they're more focused on creating scenes to show off to their players. They love nothing more than showing off a cool bad guy or a cool ally, who is 9 times out of 10 way cooler than any of the PCs. They'll sit and concoct punishing scenarios so the players are forced down the path that they want to show off. They love to create, and they want to show you. But when you make your own choices, to them, that's you basically going off script in the play that they're making. And they haven't even let you read the script. It's not a book, it's not a movie, it's a game where we all share the spotlight. But perhaps one of the most unfun GMs has to be what I like to call the big baby. The big baby is overly protective over the stuff they've made, and they get angry when you win. They make cool stuff like the Conductor, maybe even extolling the virtues of choice and a fun game, but they seethe behind the screen when you kill their cool bad guys. They're fine with you playing, but because they spent a lot of time preparing, if their cool stuff doesn't get the time to shine, then they sulk and get angry, making everyone feel really awkward. And you know what? I've been a big baby before, because that's the thing. These sort of videos online are great ways to highlight what qualities make an unfun GM, but it's important to remember that people can change. I've run ttrpgs for a long time now, and I would say that I've at least improved. Listen to feedback, get tips from others, and ask if you can play to see what it's like to be a player and what kind of GM you would like. If you watch even some of the best actual play shows that you find online, you will see that everyone is capable of slipping up or getting frustrated when their plans are ruined. If you're concerned that you're not a great GM, don't be. You'll always improve. Avoid the bad qualities like these ones and keep doing what you're doing. I cringe at my previous stuff, you will too, but you'll always improve. You got this. Thank you for watching. I'm Ellis, and click the video on screen to see more tips on how to be a great GM. I love you all, and I'll see you next Saturday.